The left-wing newspaper, the Daily Mirror, seemed to have a problem with women in politics and their shoes. Yeah, this one is a bit weird. Okay, when we say women in politics, we basically mean everybody, even if they're not actually in politics, but they are linked to politics or politicians. So, this is actually about the Daily Mirror. Let's talk about this left-wing newspaper that nobody reads anymore, like The Guardian. Not really sure how they make their money. John Stevens, who's the main figure at The Mirror, who does exclusive stories, hold the government to account, and in this piece, he's holding the government to account. He's not. He's really not. So, he said, exclusive. Rishi Sunak's wife wears a £645 Gucci heels on a campaign trail during the cost of living crisis. Okay. Now, I'm not a fan of Rishi Sunak. I'm not even a fan of his wife. And I'm against his policies. Okay? Focus on policies. Criticize the agenda, the program. Don't really care if a rich person is wearing rich shoes, expensive shoes. That's not really going to change the world. This is politics of envy. This is literally what happened to Cuba in the 50s and 60s. You cannot bring down the rich and hope that the poor will become rich somehow. It doesn't work. This is revolutionary, bloody mentality. So, but these people are classic leftists with their political envy as their mentality and obsession. They think that if we target, because it clearly is run out of things to talk about when it comes to Rishi Sunak's government, which is fascinating. Maybe you should watch this channel. We got more ammo for him to use against Rishi Sunak's government. But they have run out of things to talk about. So now they're targeting his wife, which is usually not part of the convention in British politics. And they're targeting her shoes. Why shoes? Why is it that it's not the first time we had an attack on shoes? Firstly, this is the photo of Rishi's wife and the shoes. But those shoes are not even nice, by the way. If you're going to criticize the shoes, actually focus on the fact that they're not even that good looking. But this is not the first time that John Stevens and The Mirror have been obsessed with shoes, women's shoes. So it's not really about defending Rishi Sunak's wife for being rich. No. This is about the obsession that John Stevens has with shoes. Remember a few years ago, he was going around every time Theresa May was somewhere. He used to take pictures of her feet. He's got some sort of feet fetish, posting on social media, saying what sort of shoes she's wearing. One time he said, Theresa May has brought her leopard print shoes to Calais. Like, what should she bring? She likes shoes. Leave her alone. I mean, what is going on in British politics? It's just weird. This is weird journalism. This is not even journalism. You're going around taking pictures of women's shoes and feet. Talk about their policies and their agenda, you idiots. So, this is the level of professionals that we have in The Mirror these days. He actually did a big exclusive with capital letters. Exclusive. Rishi Sunak's wife wears £600 Gucci heels. Ooh. And then at the top it says that she is the richest inhabitant of Downing Street. But what's that got to do with me? It makes no sense. I have a problem if his wife or himself as Prime Minister have dodgy links, financial links or something. You know, we've talked about that before when it comes to China and everything else. I have a problem with if they come up with wrong policies. I don't care what sort of shoes you wear. So, she apparently wore these Gucci shoes with gold buckles in the shape of a designer brand's logo. She posed for pictures with Tory activists. I mean, the amount of effort he went through writing that article, so detailed. Look at this. It literally is saying, oh yeah, she posed pictures of holding a vote Conservative sign alongside activists. So yeah, this is the details of the story, that the footwear adorned with a large gold buckle in the shape of the designer brand's logo are understood to be leather mid-heel pumps from their range. I don't even know what those words meant, but I don't really get women's shoes. Why should I care? I would care if she has dodgy financial links that could affect the Prime Minister and Downing Street. I would care if he comes up with idiotic policies that will control society, nanny states and authoritarian policies, or raising taxes. I don't care if a rich person is buying expensive stuff. It's actually good because they're paying VAT, which goes back to the Treasury. I want rich people to spend more of their money rather than save their money. This thing, the political left don't understand. If someone is rich, ideally you want them to put the money back into the economy and the money cycle. I don't want them to save their money in Switzerland or in Swiss banks or whatever. Spend the money. Buy more stuff. It's good. Buy more expensive shoes and cars and everything else, because the VAT you pay on top of everything else will come back to the economy, and you'll pay someone's salary who works in that shoe place or whatever that is. Anyway, I need a break. Let's take a break. I'm going to come back in half an hour. We're going to talk about another group of idiots. I'm Mahyar Tousi, and we are the media.